of silly to do all that for a buckle, right? But that's not the point. The point is that getting something done that's really tough, you know, the pain is temporary, but the pride's forever, right? So you guys might be dealing with a little adversity right now. The season hasn't gotten started the way we wanted. It's not done. Be patient. Lean on your teammates. You know, believe in yourself. Have some mental toughness, and I think we can turn this thing around. And so I hope just, you know, kind of silly, just a little run in the mountains, but hope to share that with you guys helps y'all finish the season strong. Because I believe in you guys. Everyone in this building believes in you guys, and I know we can get it done. So take a look at this buckle. It's kind of just a symbol for some mental toughness and get it done, you know? So I appreciate y'all thinking about you guys while I was out there.
J Mac from Syracuse, New York, man, came all the way out to see my Colorado Buffs.
What channel do you watch? They brought you out here.
The pregame show.
Never watched the college game till last season when Coach Prime came to Colorado. And I am in Colorado at Folsom Field. I am the Colorado Buffaloes auntie from Texas. Sweet treat.
Hey, I've been following the pregame show. It's all about let's go Buffs.
Away from Texas, yes sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. Trying to put you up on game.
That's so important. Training to run ultramarathons. I'm going to run 100 miles on Friday. If you boys get ready to go to war, I'm going to go to war myself. I'm going to be trying to follow the line, keep up with y'all to stay motivated. I'm going to run 100 miles through the mountains, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, 20,000 feet of elevation change. That's no small task. If I wasn't being consistent with my preparation, I've been training for, I've been doing this for like 10 years. So I really dialed in on the training because it started in January. So if I wasn't being consistent with that, after a long day of work, 12 hours in the kitchen, you know, dealing with a toddler, whatever it may be, still getting that training in and being consistent is everything.
Tell me what you're running for. What is the prize?
The prize seems a little arbitrary, but it's a huge motivation for me. When you run a 100-mile trail race, you get a belt buckle. So I got 4 of these belt buckles at home, trying to get my 5th buckle. I go under 30 hours, like a giant gold belt buckle. So hopefully when y'all come back in on Monday, you got that done in Houston, we can talk about that and I can show you my belt buckle.
I want him to note that because he is running, preparing to run how many miles?
101.3 miles.
For a belt buckle. We can't keep contained. And you get money. We can't run the right routes at the right depth. We can't remember the darn plays. We can't get here on time. We can't be consistent in the things that make tackles, or make blocks, or do certain things, and you get money. Not only are you getting paid, but you're getting an opportunity to have security for the rest of your life for your family. And he running for a belt buckle. He's running for a belt buckle. A darn belt buckle. What if Chef was running for what some of you are making in there? We got a chef out there right now. Get dressed while I'm talking, Jordan. We got a fella right now that's our chef that's running 100 miles. And he gave you his why. And he's running at the conclusion for a belt buckle. But it's bigger than that for him. It has so many different meanings. If we didn't learn nothing from him, we understood sacrifice. He talked about his daughter, he talked about his family, he talked about that belt buckle. What you planning for today? Because your dream has to be bigger than you. It has to be about more than you. What if it was about your teammate? What if it was about that guy playing next to you? We know all the darn mistakes we made and we still in this darn game. We made a ton of mistakes. Let's get it right. Let's get it right for one darn half. Let's get it right. And let's out-physical everybody. Defense, let's tackle. Let's tackle. Let's tackle. Let's tackle. Special teams, let's continue to be special. Guys, this is our turn. This is our time right now. Think about Chef, man. He running, he ain't stopping. He ain't quitting, he ain't giving up. Let's win this thing, fellas. Let's win this thing and have a great plane ride. Let's win this thing.
A little bit, so we got to change up a little bit. Where's the big fella at? We didn't do our job, guess what? He did his. Clap it up, Chef.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Yes, the coach wanted me to share a little bit about the weekend that I had. Ran a 100-mile race up in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. It's called Run Around the Run. Something I've been training for all year. I've actually done this in 2018, so 7 years later. So 7 years older, 7 years of less sleep and a child, and a tough job. So I was pretty excited to get back out there and see what I could do, and ultimately got my money's worth. A good story of adversity and some mental toughness. So something I'll share with you guys, and maybe you can take a little bit and bring it onto the field next week. Starting out 100 miles is going to be tough no matter what, but it wasn't just like on the roads or on the track or something like that. It was up at 10,000 feet, Steamboat Springs. We started right at the ski lift, so if any of y'all have been over there, you kind of know what I'm talking about. And right out of the gate, we ran right up the top of the mountain, got to about 12,000 feet, kind of, skirted some ridge lines up high before we descended again, towards the end. But when I say we got our money's worth, what I mean is that we got a crazy storm that started about 7 p.m. going into the night. There's 8 stations out there. You go like 6 to 10 miles, and people set up like camp up high, and they got food and drink and some aid that you can use if you need it. So we just went through the last aid station that we see for 15 miles. It's starting to get dark. It's pretty cold up there, and this crazy storm blows in real quick. And if y'all are from Colorado or even just being here recently, you know that the weather changes up there real fast. So it went from being like a real pretty day, blue great day, sunny skies and all that, to being really gnarly, really fast. So heavy winds, rain, we got hail, and lightning is really what makes it scary. So when you're up above a tree line, you're just asking to get hit with lightning. It happens all the time, more than you would think. And especially when you're with a group of people, that's not what you want to be. You want to be by yourself, you want to be below a tree line. So I was with like 6 or 7 runners. It's nighttime, it's getting real cold. We're all just wearing like our daytime running stuff because we hadn't gotten to the nighttime aid station yet. So I got shorts on, I got a t-shirt on, hat, sunglasses. It's probably about 20 degrees. It's raining cats and dogs, it's hailing, and this lightning storm is just like sitting right on top of us. It was crazy. The trails, we're running on these switchback trails up in the mountains, so they're not too wide. They're about like this. And with all that rain, they flooded out real quick. So now we're running through like ankle deep water. We're getting pelted by rain and hail, and it's lightning right on top. And you had no choice but to run hard, because if you slow down and stop, like, hypothermia was right there. Some runners were really feeling it from the people that I were around, and just trying to stay positive all day, but that really tested it. I was out here to do something fun and do something hard, but wasn't out there to die, And that was like a serious consideration with all that lightning. So we just put our heads down, a few runners. We ran pretty hard. We were pushing like 9-minute miles at that point, about mile 40. We've been going for about 12 hours already, and we just had to get down that mountain. So we got down that mountain, came into an aid station, I'm using some hiking poles. Left my hiking poles because I'm just kind of out of it, And I started to head back out. Realized I left my poles, came back to get my poles, and immediately, like, my whole body just locked up. Just super tight, so cold, jackhammering, shivering. And it got a little scary, but there was really no choice to stop. No one was going to come get me. There was nothing to do. I'm still up at probably 11,000 feet, and I just had to get down. I knew I was going to see my wife at that next aid station, so that was huge. And that was another lesson, from this day is, it's an individual sport out there, doing a run like this, but it's really not. It's a team sport, just like you guys are doing. I had my whole family out there, my parents, my wife, my daughter, and 2 really good friends that helped me get it done. So I knew that I needed to lean on some mental toughness. You're down there, I get some support from people that I loved, and I still had 50 miles to go. So thank God, got down, the storm stopped. It's in the middle of the night at this point, it's super cold, and my wife took me out 13 miles, came back, picked up another buddy. He did 17 miles, and then the final buddy took me 20 miles home. Dealing with, fatigue at that point was just crazy. I literally laid down on the side of the trail for 10 minutes. I told my buddy, like, hey, just wake me up in 10 minutes, I just need a minute. Closed my eyes for 10 minutes, that was a game changer. Powered through to the end. My ultimate goal out there was to get 30 hours, which was kind of like the gold standard of the race. They gave you 36 hours to finish. And I just had a day, and I got it done in 28 hours, 28 minutes, and 31 seconds. So, it seems kind of silly to do all that for a buckle, right? But that's not the point. The point is that getting something done that's really tough, the pain is temporary, but the pride's forever, right? So you guys might be dealing with a little adversity right now. The season hasn't gotten started the way we wanted. It's not done. Be patient. Lean on your teammates. Believe in yourself. Have some mental toughness. And I think we can turn this thing around. And so I hope just, kind of silly, just a little run in the mountains, but hope to share that with you guys helps y'all finish the season strong. Because I believe in you guys. Everyone in this building believes in you guys. And I know we can get it done. So take a look at this buckle. It's kind of just a symbol for some mental toughness and getting it done, So I appreciate y'all thinking about you guys while I was out there.
Where y'all from?
We up from Miami, Florida.
All the way from Miami.
All the way from Miami.
Appreciate y'all coming, man.
Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing, man. We want to support you in every way.
Appreciate your family.
And we're recruiting at home. Everything we see at home, we bring it this way.
My man.
You gotta believe. Dude, we've been believing since day one,
That's why I
dog.
gave them to
Remember
you.
back in Jackson State? We've been believing with you in the pregame show.